Welcome back, everyone. The markets are showing renewed strength today as small-cap stocks rally sharply. This is a shift in investor sentiment we haven't seen in a while, and it signals that the bull market may be maturing. More on that in a minute. But first, if you're not already subscribed, tap that button now. We've got some important updates to share, and by subscribing, you'll get more of what you want most from us. Alright, let's dive into today's market update. Investors appear to be turning towards small-cap equities. The Russell 2000 index of small company stocks is up 7.5% in August, vastly outperforming the broader S&P 500 index, which is essentially flat for the month. It's also handily beating the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is down slightly. This move comes after Fed Chair Powell struck a dovish tone at Jackson Hole and renewed expectations for rate cuts this year. Small firms tend to be more domestically focused, and many have taken on more debt in recent years, so they could benefit from higher rates coming down. Now, Wall Street is noting that the stock market gains may broaden to more groups beyond the usual mega-cap leaders like tech, with financials, healthcare, and industrials increasingly in the mix. Analysts at Barclays are seeing a rotation into sectors more sensitive to economic growth, which has been gathering steam. A key reason small caps are doing so well is because investors are betting the Fed will continue to cut interest rates this year. Of course, we know this isn't guaranteed. There's still a chance the Fed holds rates steady through year-end. But for now, the market's pricing in another 50 basis point reduction by December, according to CME Group's FedWatch tool. Barron's notes that the current rally has largely been confined to just a handful of groups. If the broadening continues as expected, that could be a sign that the bull market is indeed maturing. But analysts cautioned that much of the recent rally depends on continued Fed easing and additional fiscal support from Congress. If either falters, tech may again dominate. Speaking of which, big tech has actually been doing quite well lately, especially Google. Alphabet shares are up nearly 10% year-to-date after reporting strong earnings last week, thanks to its booming ad business. Now the company's biggest business is search, which makes money primarily from ads. And search revenue jumped 8% in the second quarter compared to a year earlier, marking its fastest growth in over 2 years. Meanwhile, YouTube ad revenue climbed 19%. Overall, these results topped estimates as marketers ramped up spending on digital ads even amid an economic slowdown. So the question is, how will today's inflation data impact the market's outlook? Well, here's what you need to know. Today, all eyes turn to the core PCE inflation data, the Fed's preferred gauge. Markets currently expect a 0.3% increase in July from the prior month. That would keep the year-over-year change at 4.8%, which is the slowest annual pace since 2020. If inflation proves cooler than expected, it could solidify September rate cut hopes and potentially boost small-cap stocks further, as they'd likely benefit from continued Fed easing. However, if inflation proves stickier than anticipated, it could rattle investors and potentially pull the rug out from under small-cap gains. In short, today's inflation data could be a make-or-break moment for the current rally. A positive print could fuel further gains across multiple sectors, but a negative print could stall small-cap stocks and reignite fears of another rate hike. So we'll be watching closely to see how the market reacts. Now, speaking of breaking news, we just posted a new video with 3 stock market predictions for the second half of 2025. You won't want to miss this. Just follow the link in the description. To recap, small caps are leading the charge, signaling investor confidence. But the big question remains, will inflation data bolster this rally or pull the rug out from under it? Share your thoughts below. And make sure you're subscribed to Profit Path for smart daily updates. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.